so far, Coach Bullard?
We have a graduating class last year. We had a nice article in the January edition when they were home for spring, for December break. And we're very proud to say that our students, post-graduating from Noble Preparatory and doing their first course in completing the first semester at Niagara College, that they were able to obtain very good grades. I think Ray Stubbs was able to get 2 A's, 2 B's, and 1 C. We had Terrell Tinker that also got, I think, 1 A, 3 B's, and 1 C. And Daniel Bullard got 1 A, 2 B's, and I think 2 C's also. So it's just a good testimony to say that, the foundation that they received prior to leaving Noble Preparatory Academy was a very high standard, and they were able to continue on to college and perform at that very high level. And also to congratulate Daniel Bullard, who was also on the basketball team as well. So just goes to show you, that you can give up something to gain something even further in your future. He didn't play any basketball last year, just trying to get his academics right. And Daniel also was the student who received the highest GPA at NPA last year, which awarded him a full scholarship from NPA to Niagara College. So he's also on a scholarship. He's also doing very well in his academics, and also continuing to play the basketball game that he loves. So they're doing very well.
So a Noble Preparatory School is more athletics or academics?
Well, it's definitely academics, but we are athletic based. But we want to make sure that our students are academically sound first, because no matter how much sports we play, and we're not just a basketball environment school, but any sport, you have students who come in to get re-educated and rehabilitated and put in the right path academically, and given a path that they can follow to become successful once they've graduated. And with our portal that we have with Niagara College, we can guarantee them a post-graduation education. But it's definitely an academic-based school, and we do emphasize on sports, but sports will always be secondary.
What's the connection between Niagara and Noble?
Well, we have an articulation agreement that means that they will accept all of our credits and our high school diplomas, and that makes the transition for our students very seamless, because the seniors that we have right now, and you can speak with our seniors that we have here that take in the student development course, they're already enrolled in college. So simultaneously, whilst they're in NPA, they have already been enrolled in Niagara College. They have student numbers, and they joint projects with students in the college already. So we've been able to integrate that system into our school and give these kids the opportunity and new things that they can look up to. Mainly a lot of our students don't know what they want to do until they finish school, and then that's when the mad scramble come around, trying to figure out what they're going to do or where they're going to go. With the system that we have in place, students already know what they want to do. We visit the school period on different visits every year. So we have students who may be in grade 10 who are able to visit the college and know exactly what they want to do by the time as they reach grade 12. So it's just about finding what they want to do earlier, putting them on the path, and working towards their goal at the end. So definitely we have a lot of systems in place that are unique to our program, and just saying again, we want to think out the box and trying to figure out the best ways that we can offer an alternate way of education to our students.
And the curriculum, let's talk about the curriculum now that these kids utilize. Is it a curriculum that's connected to our curriculum here in our education system, or is it something that came from Niagara College? How's the curriculum described?
Well, it's basically, we still prepare our students for BGCSE and BJC. Okay. So it's basically just about the same curriculum. We've just tweaked a few of our programs, like our math and English courses. We have a lot of students who have not graduated from NPA, but just in September alone last year we assisted. We also have a college placement assessment program at NPA also, and we assisted over 20 students to gain entrance into the college. So I do have access to Niagara College database where I'm able to track the students and also review their grades. So I've been able to discover that math and English coming from here is very low in terms of what colleges would expect, and I've discovered that basically because of, the way we've been prepared through our BGCSE programs, that we just prepare the students directly just to pass those BGCSEs, but everything outside of that box is what we're not teaching the kids, and this is what they're struggling with once they make the transition to college. So what we have been able to do is look at, those deficient areas, and also look at the college math program at the college, and being able to integrate, a hybrid system where we're able to prepare our students for the BGCSE exams, but also prepare them for once they get to college, that they can make that transition a whole lot seamless than the prior students that we had before that were struggling.
Let's take a call. We have a call on the line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to the last show. Hey, what's going on, please?
Since I've been in and out on your programs today, I haven't really exactly what you done, but from is this a boy and girl school?
So this is boys and girls. Yeah, boys and girls are no.
Boys and girls?
Yeah, boys and girls.
It's exactly where the school gate is.
It's located on Nassau Street in the Bay Road Business Center.
For the Bay Shore Business Center?
Yeah.
Okay. Because you're speaking about, is this the school you're speaking about attitude? Because I understand that student attitude. Are they part of a private school organization or the government school organization?
Say it again, clear.
The private or the government school, which one of those organizations are they affiliated with?
Well,
Would be government, but if they're affiliated with the private school, like for the sporting and of it.
Well, good afternoon, sir. My name is Geno, Bullard, and we are not currently associated with either the private school or the public school associations. But what we are doing right now in our initial years is trying to make sure that our academic foundation is sound. We do, however, travel internationally, and we do have that type of exposure where we travel to different countries and compete. But locally, we haven't entered any associations as of yet. We should be doing that in the upcoming school year.
When you say travel, you mean you travel like for sporting end of it, or you have to be like not an act, but more like a job, like to be a part of the school?
No, you don't have to be a jock at all. And it's not just a sports-minded school, it's actually an academic school. But for me, being a basketball coach in my background, I've been able to attract a lot of athletes because of my personal background. But it's not just available for sporting minds, it's for any person who needs to be, rehabilitated educational-wise, who need a smaller environment where they can get, a strong, structured program with high hopes at the end of receiving a college education. So that's what the program is all about right now. We will definitely be entering some type of competitive sport in the next upcoming school year, but not right now.
But what ages are you required to register at the school?
Well, we have students as early as 14 years old right now.
Okay. I hear you talking about students that didn't grasp what they were, supposed to learn in high school to come at their school. You have to have a certain grade standard that you take them from 1 point whatever to whatever.
Well, the first thing we do, we have to have all students take an assessment, and that's basic evaluation. Upon even before entry is even considered, but we want to know exactly where each student is, so we can know exactly where they are, and that will help us determine what we need to do to help them to get where they need to be. So it's also a good reflection on, say for instance, a student coming in the 10th grade, and upon their evaluation they scored, like, say maybe 80%, say 60% in English and 40% in math. And it's a good gauge to see, probably at the end of that academic year, the improvement that they have made, also going into 11th and 12th grade. So we could have that as a gauge to see exactly how they have developed since coming into the program. So each student is evaluated upon entrance.
So your registration time is normal, like September, or let's say you have a kid that dropped out and the parents wanted to get him back into school. Well, not drop out, but maybe they kicked out or dropped out. Parents want to get them back into school. Would they have to wait for your registration time, or how do you go about that?
Well, you know, it depends on how far down in the school year. Now, you're talking about maybe in May, you know, that may be a little hard to do. But, you know, anytime, I'd say up to February, March, you know, that the students still have a full term that they can complete. You know, the first thing they'll have to do is just come in and set up a time and appointment where they can have a consultation. And then we'll go on and set up another date where they come in and do an evaluation. And then we go from there.
Sounds good. All right, sir.
All right, Cleve. Thanks for your call, buddy. Appreciate it, man. 6764-153-6764-199. Our telephone line is free. Give us a call. Of course, we got Coach Geno Bullard in the studio with some students from Dover Preparatory School. So, Coach, let's continue our discussion now. Let's talk about the students coming from the government school system versus the private school system to try to get into your institution. Which one? I mean, I don't want you to pick sides, but let's talk about the challenges that you see from those students coming from either one of the schools, if any challenges exist. What would they be? What would those challenges be?
Well, you have students with a variety of different backgrounds, whether they're coming from a private school or a government entity, that most of their issues are similar. You know, and what we do is not try to look at the student's background, where they come from before, but try to get them a new slate. And that's probably one of the biggest issues that we have, that students are basically typecast and stereotyped. You know, from you a problematic student at one school, that file will continue until you either manage to finish school or drop out. And we have to try to give students a new plate, especially coming into a new environment. So the most issues that we will have is probably just students that have a bad attitude, students who probably wasn't attending classes, a lot of students who've been involved in a high volume class with maybe 40 or even more students who have problems focusing in class because of the many distractions. We have a lot of students who come in just being total followers, not leaders. So it's a variety of different issues that we have to try to help them to get past. But once we're able to evaluate them and diagnose them coming in, the students are very keen on giving their commitment of the purpose of why they have decided to come to our institution. And like I tell my students when I speak to them every day, everybody in here have their own background. And I know everybody's background because I have to interview everybody upon coming into the school. But they give me their word, and I can say up to this point that students who have came into the institution, they've came for the right reasons, and they've taken full advantage of every opportunity that we've been able to give them.
Wow. Anyway, guys, you listen to the last shot, Mr. Feast. My special guest, of course, is Coach Geno Bullard, educator Geno Bullard, of course, in the studio with us, along with 5 students from Noble Preparatory School. We're going to break here the last shot, Mr. Feast, on ZSR 103.5. Keep your dance look, everyone. We're coming back. Stay tuned. I'll try to find the article. Which is your favorite?
Which one?
The one we just talking about January.
Go to Tribune.
Tribune?
Or go to my website.
Your website? No what?
NPA
.com.